So I'm a trans man and I had top surgery over 7 years ago. I personally chose to leave some fat in my chest simply because I hold a lot of weight in my stomach. And realistically, like cis men who have my build that have like a gut typically don't have flat chests. This is me and my husband at the pool. I don't consistently pass as male both online and in real life. People obviously talk a lot online, but the reality is, in the past 7 years, I've gone to countless public pools, beaches, lakes, and I live in a pretty conservative area, and nobody has ever bothered me in public. Obviously, I'm not saying don't be safe, just sharing my own experience that people don't give a shit. But when I share my experience of like having top surgery and everything, a large portion of like the transphobic comments come from women like TERFs. They always say, if you can be shirtless, why can't I? Here's the thing, three things, okay? Number one, where I live, it is perfectly legal for women to go shirtless. So like, do you? Number two, you're barking up the wrong tree. Do you really think that us trans men have any control or care at all if you want to go shirtless? I promise you we don't. But number three, listen, sit back, let me tell you something. So I talk about this a lot, but I was on testosterone for about 3 years and my liver started to fail. But when I had to stop testosterone, like I was terrified. That was a really dark time in my life. I know it's hard for people to understand if they're not trans, but to access that freedom and get it taken away was like, it was just a horrible experience. And I need you to understand, this is what I looked like when I found out my liver was failing. So I did pass more than I do now. So I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be looking in the mirror every day, seeing the changes just diminish. Like, I was really scared. So I detransitioned for like, it was a short period, like a month and a half. That's all I lasted for. But during that time, it was summer. And what comes with summer? Swimming. And it was just so ironic to me because just because I was presenting as a woman, I had to cover the same chest that like months ago I was able to go out free and, show off. And like, I get it, but I just thought it was kind of ironic. Just because I put a weave in and had some makeup on, I had to like cover up my chest that 3 months ago was perfectly acceptable by society. It is just kind of a funny, unique situation. I would say what only 0.00001% of the population has probably experienced that. Thank God, like Walmart bikini tops then were like $5. Because back in the day before I transitioned, like bathing suits were expensive.